Hello everyone. I hope you all are well. So I am Mansi Rehani and today we are conducting a webinar on maximizing efficiency with print utilities. In this webinar, I will explain all the steps for the bulk printing with maximizing efficiency with print utilities. First, I will present you the topic maximizing efficiency with print utilities, and after that I will show practical steps in Busy. Through this presentation, we will understand how to do bulk printing in once at a time. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask at the end of the session. Now I'm starting the webinar on maximizing efficiency with print utilities. Session objectives. Introduction of print utilities in Busy. First, we'll learn the introduction. What is print utility in Busy? We'll introduce to print utility in Busy. After that, we'll learn documents to be printed by print utility. After that, we'll learn what are the documents that can be printed by print utilities. After that, I will show you the practical demo in Busy. At the end of the session, we'll take up the Q&A session in which you can ask your doubts and queries. I will reply to all your queries in Q&A session. Print utilities. What is print utilities? Print utility refers to the process of producing a large quantity of printed materials all at once, often used for cost-effective distribution of documents, promotional items, and more. It is time-saving method of producing a large number of printed materials in a single run, reducing need of repeated printing and allowing or efficient distribution. Print utility. What is print utility? Uh, by this definition, you will learn that you can print all the materials, all the large quantity materials at a single click. At once, you can print your documents in bulk. Large quantity, large documents, you can print it at all at once. So this is cost-effective distribution. It is time-saving process for everyone, or large number of documents can be printed in a single time that will reduce the repeated printing, or this is efficient distribution. Documents to be printed by print utilities. Invoice documents. Invoice documents you can print from print utilities. Inventory vouchers. Inventory vouchers, all the inventory vouchers can be printed for print utility. In bulk, you can print the inventory vouchers. Accounting vouchers. In bulk, you can print the accounting vouchers in all at once with the help of print utility. Item label. You can configure the item label, or you can print the item label for one item, selected item, a group of item, or all items. Same as account label. Account label, you can configure that, and after configuring the account label, we can print the account label by one account, group of account, selected accounts, or all accounts. Employees label. We can configure the employees label. After configuring the employee label, we can add the employee master in Busy. The employee master label can be printed from Busy itself from print utility in a bulk. Price list. There are two options of price list available in Busy. First one is grouped price list, and second one is alphabetic price list. So both price lists can be printed on the basis of print utility. Deposit slip. Once you configure your check printing, you can print the deposit slip from Busy itself by single click. Check printing. By configuring the check printing for any of the bank like HDFC, ICICI, any of the bank, you can configure the check printing. After configuring the check printing, you can print that in bulk. RCM text invoice. You can print the RCM text invoice. Like first of all, you pass the RCM expense voucher. After that, you will pass the consolidated voucher for RCM. So RCM text invoice can be printed on the basis of RCM. So that can be printed on the basis of bulk configuration for RCM text invoice. Let's see these practical features practically in Busy. So let us now see these practically features in Busy. First features, invoice documents. What are the documents that can be printed from invoice documents in Busy? First one is sale quotation, purchase quotations, sale order, purchase order, sale invoice, purchase invoice, sale return invoice, purchase return invoice, payment advice, receipt, debit note, credit note, stock transfer memo, production memo, unassembled memo, stock journal memo, delivery note, good received note, and payslip. All these documents invoice can be printed for print utilities. So now in Busy, I will show you how you can print all these vouchers from Busy in bulk. So move to the Busy company. This is my Busy company. Let me log in. After login, you can get the option of print utility from print email SMS. In the last end option, there's an option of print utility. First, we have to go to print email SMS. After that, in last option, you will get the option of print utilities. In print utilities, you have a various section. First section is invoice documents. After clicking on invoice document, it will ask you what type of voucher type you want to print. That is your sale quotation, purchase quotation, sale invoice, purchase invoice, sale return invoice, purchase return invoice, payment advice, receipt, debit note, credit note, production memo, unassembled memo, stock journal memo, delivery note, good receive note, payslip. All these documents can be printed from invoice oblique documents printing in from print utilities. Now, if you want to pass the sale quotation, how many vouchers I pass for sale quotation? Let us check the sale list for sale quotation. I passed only one voucher. So I repeat another voucher with different party. Let's suppose I selected this party right now here. Now I want to print all these vouchers in bulk. For that, I have to go to print email SMS, print utilities, invoice document. After that, I will select sale quotation. When I select sale quotation, it will ask on which basis you want to print the item details. On which basis you want to print the voucher details. On the basis of your date wise, means date range wise you want to print, or voucher number wise. That means if you select date wise, it will ask you for the date range from which date starting to end date, from which starting date to which ending date do you want to print the sale quotation voucher. If you select voucher wise, in that it will ask you from which voucher to which voucher you want to print the vouchers, the starting voucher number and the end voucher number. Let's suppose I select the date wise. So it will ask you select account master range. You can filter on this basis: one account, group of account, all accounts, or selected accounts. If you select selected accounts, it will show you the list. For which vouchers, only those voucher account you want to print, tick only those accounts. Let's suppose I tick only this account. For this account, only I want to print the sale quotation voucher. So I tick on this and press OK key. After that, it will ask you the filtration on item master range. For one item you want to print, for group of item you want to print, for all item you want to print, or selected item you want to print. I selected all item I want to print. After that, it will ask you for which voucher series you want to print the voucher. So I selected here main. If you have any other series for which you want to print the sale quotation voucher, you can select the voucher series from here itself. It will show you in the drop down list itself here. So I selected main here. After that, it will ask you date range. From which date, starting date to end date. I selected the start date and end date. From which date to which date I want to print the voucher date. After that, it will ask you the format to be printed. In which format you want to print the voucher. In the standard format you want to print the voucher, or in the form of SMS you want to print the voucher. I selected standard here. It will ask you number of copies. I selected for each voucher I want to print number of copies as 1. So I selected 1 here. Print title for copy number. If you want to print the title, what is the title for copy number, you can print the title here. So any of the title you want to print, it will be printed on your number of copies. I select it as 0 and I preview it. See, it will select only showing the only one account, that is AMG Diesel Spears. Because I not selected another party, I selected account master range, or for selected party, that is AMG Diesel Spares. So it will printing only one voucher for AMG Diesel Spares, which belongs to particular this account. So by this, it will show you in the form of standard. If I select here as SMS and I preview it, it will show you in the form of SMS, like sale quotation raised for this amount, total quantity is this amount, with the voucher number is this. So you can select. If I select all here, that all the account master I want to print here, it will show you 2 vouchers now here. I will show you. I selected here as standard, preview. See, it is showing the 2 vouchers. Maximizing efficiency, that is AMG Diesel Spares. And when I click on the second page, from here, it's showing the Auto Right Spares Delhi. So both the vouchers can be printed in bulk. So we can print the sale quotation on the basis of your filtration. Same case is for the sales invoice. If I want to print the sales invoice, I select here sales invoice, filtration on the basis of date wise or voucher numbers wise. I select it as here voucher wise. If I select here as voucher wise, I have to define the voucher number here. From which voucher to which voucher I want to print here. This is the same I tell you right now. Account master name filtration can be done. Item master master filtration can be done here. Voucher series you can select from here. From which date voucher number, starting voucher number to end voucher number, you can define the starting voucher number and end voucher number. On which format you want to print the sales invoice. In the standard format you want to print, in the A5 half page, A5 VAT half page, slip 3-inch, slip 4-inch, 4-inch VAT, SMS, in which format you want to print the voucher. So I selected here format for printing is standard. Number of copies, I already defined you here what is the meaning of number of copies, and print title for copy number. When I preview it, it will show you like this. This is the voucher for ABC party. So you can print the sales document on the basis of your voucher number, or on the basis of your date range wise. So all these vouchers can be printed from here. Purchase quotation like this, sales invoice like this, purchase invoice like this. All the configuration will be same for all. So you can print like this. This is the format. If I print the payment advice, it will show you print payment advice on the basis of with account amount. Means the account will show you with amount. If you want to print with voucher amount, what is the voucher amount? So it will show you whole voucher with amount on the basis of your voucher amount. On the basis of your cash bank amount means it will show you only cash or bank account name. It after in the right hand side it will show you the amount for your bank or cash. For individual account, if you want to print for individual account, you can select it from here. It will show you the individual account and it will print the value for individual account in voucher itself. So you can filter the payment advice on the basis of this. Next one is inventory vouchers. Inventory vouchers can be printed on the basis of your sale quotation, purchase quotation, sales order, purchase order, sales, purchase, sales return credit note, purchase return debit note, stock transfer, production, unassemble, stock journal, material issued to party, material received from party. All these vouchers can be printed from inventory vouchers from print utility. So let us see in Busy how you can print it in Busy itself. This is the company. I will go to the print email SMS. After that, I will go to print utility. Second is the option of inventory vouchers. In that, I can print the sale quotation, purchase quotation, sale voucher, purchase voucher, sale return credit note, purchase return debit note, production, unassemble, stock journal, material issue to party, material received from party. I want to print the sale quotation. After that, it will ask you the same question on the basis of which type, on the basis of which voucher, sale quotation voucher, printing will be based. Printing will be based on your date range wise or voucher number wise. So I selected here as date wise. After selecting date wise, it will ask you the voucher series. I selected here as main. After selecting the main series, it will ask you the starting date and the end date of your date range of sale quotation voucher. For each single copy, number of copies you want to print, you will define the number of copies here and preview the voucher. It will show you two vouchers here. First voucher is AMG diesel spares, and when I click on the second page, it will show you auto write spares Delhi. So these vouchers are printing for sale quotation. You can print it, preview it, export it. It will ask export in PDF form or HTML form. You can email it if you want to email. You can define the two-party, generate individual party-wise and send to party, send to self. You can define the if you want to send to self means itself you want to mail the your documents. You can select send to self and define your email ID here. Generate single file for all parties and send item mentioned below. You can select it from here. PDF attachment, you want to print the PDF attachment. You can select PDF attachment. Email body text, if you want to define here email body text, you can define it from here. You can define the if you want to print define the email ID in CC. You can define the email ID over here. In BCC, if you want to define the your email ID, you can define the here. This is your subject. This is your attachment in PDF format. If you want to define any header part, you can define it from here. If you want to define any footer part, you can define it from here and send it on the basis of your email. Also, you can SMS. After configuring the SMS API, you can select the format here, SMS for API. You can define the message in top body text. You can define the mobile number here and send on the SMS. If you send the notification on busy BNS, you can define the individual party or mobile number mentioned below. As you select mobile number mentioned below, it will show you please find attached sale quotation voucher. You can define the mobile number from here. If I select individual party, it will check the party itself and the registered mobile number which is defined in your party master. It will print it SMS from, send the notification from your party master itself from its mobile number. So all these vouchers can be printed on the basis of your SMS export. You can do email you want to do, SMS you want to do, or busy BNS you want to do. All these vouchers can be printed from inventory vouchers. From invoice document also you can export it in the form of your if you want to export it, you can export it in the form of PDF or HTML. Also you can email it, also you can SMS it, also you can send a notification of busy BNS. After that, we can print the account voucher. What are the account vouchers? We can print it from print utility. So these are the vouchers can be printed for accounting voucher. What are the accounting vouchers? Sales is the accounting voucher. Purchase, sale return credit note, purchase return debit note, payment, receipt, general, contra, debit note without items, credit note without items. All these vouchers are the accounting vouchers we can, in which we accounting will be hit. So all these accounting vouchers we can be printed from print utility. So in busy, let us see how you can print the accounting vouchers. First, we have to go to print email SMS. After that, I have to go to print utilities. After going to print utility, the third option is accounting vouchers. When I select the accounting vouchers, it will ask you all the voucher types you want to print, or for individual accounting vouchers you want to print. If I select all here, it will print all the vouchers like your sale voucher, purchase voucher, general voucher, receipt voucher. All the vouchers will be printed here. If you want to print only sales voucher, you can print it from here. Purchase voucher like that. Sale return credit note. Purchase return debit note. Payment, receipt, journal, contra, debit note without items, credit note without item, material issued to party, material received from party. I selected all here. All the vouchers I want to print in all at a once. So I selected all here. After selecting all, it will ask you for all accounts you want to print the vouchers. For group of accounts you want to print the vouchers. For particular one account you want to print the vouchers. So I selected here all accounts. I selected all accounts here. It will ask you the starting date and end date. Starting date and end date. So I selected the starting date here as 1/4/21, end date as 31/4. The vouchers are more. So I selected the starting date and ending date as same. After that, it will ask you the format for printing. It will ask you the standard format. So I selected the format for printing as standard here. Sort account means sorting can be done on the basis of your debit first or the credit first, or sorting we don't want to do the sorting, no sorting will be done. So I selected as here as none. Number of copies, how many number of copies you want to print. I will show you the preview now. See, it's showing the sale voucher first. After the company name, it show you the voucher type sale voucher. It show you the sale voucher. When I go to the second page, see, after the company name, it showing the voucher type as general voucher. The general voucher. On the third page, it's showing the general voucher, general voucher. On the fourth page, also it's showing the general voucher. So, but for all the voucher, you can print the voucher like that. If I selected the debit first, I want to come. So, when I preview it, the debit will be coming first here. After that, the credit is coming here. You can see debit is coming first. I selected credit first. When I preview it, see credit is coming first. Credit sales, credit round off, credit CGST output, credit SGST output. After that, debit is coming. So if you want to sort on the basis of your credit coming first or debit coming first, the sorting can be done on the basis of debit first you want to print or credit first you want to print. If I selected credit first, so it will print all accounts on the basis of credit first. After that, it will print the debit. If I selected none, it will show you print as same as it is as voucher. In the voucher, as you feed it, it will print same like your as feed it in your voucher itself. If I selected credit first, it will print the credit first account. After that, it will print the debit first account. So this how you can print the account voucher. If you want to print only sale voucher or general voucher, so I selected general here. It will ask you the debit date range wise printing basis you want to do or voucher number wise. So I selected date wise, all account, group of account or one account. So I selected here as all account. It will ask you the voucher series here, date range here. The format for printing is standard. Credit note first, debit note first or none. So I selected here as number of copies as 1. So this the format is not configured. When I preview it, when you preview it for the very first time, till now you have not printed any of the general voucher. Now for the very first time you want to print the general voucher. When you preview it or print it, it will ask you standard format for general voucher is not configured. Do you want to configure it now? For the standard format, it will show you yes or no. You have to do it as yes and check the configuration, your company name, your address, your header. What is the header you want to print? Footer part prepared by, verified by, authorized by, outer box. All the after checking all the configuration, you can save it. After that, save button, it will show you the preview or you can print it from your voucher itself. This is how you can print the voucher. All these voucher can be printed for account voucher like sale, purchase, sale return. For sale also, date age wise, all account. I selected here as this. All these options are same. I already told you. This is the sale voucher. It will show you like this. So you can email it, export it, SMS it, or send the notification of busy BNSR as PDF attachment. After that, other documents that can be printed is item label. So I'll show you in Busy how you can print the item label in Busy. For that, I have to go to print email SMS, print utilities. The fourth option is item label. Item label you want to print. Item label you want to print on the basis of one item, group of item, all item or selected item. So I selected here as all item. It will ask you the format. From where I have to configure the format. For the format I want to configure. For the new format I have to configure. I have to go to administration, configuration. I have to press L. It will show you label printing configuration. Can you note it down, please? For the configuration of label printing, first I have to configure the format. For the format, I have to go to administration, configuration, label printing configuration. After clicking on label printing configuration, it will show you item label. You can click on the add format as item. I define the format name as item and I save it. When I click on the item label, it will show you the all the format name which I already configured. I already configured the format as new. Right now, I configured the format name as item. So I can configure it. You can do the page settings like number of labels in one row. How many number of labels in one row you can define. Specify between labels number of characters. Space you can define what what will be the space between number of characters between labels you want to define. You can define the number of characters. The space will be from your item label. Number of labels in one sheet. How many number of labels can be printed in one sheet? So how many number of labels you can print in a single sheet in the base if you are using continuous rule. It will work on the basis of your continuous rule. If I selected 14 here, in the one sheet, it will print 14 labels. In the next page, in the continuous role, it will print the 14 label and so on like that. Space between labels, number of lines. You can define the number of lines, space between labels. What will be the space between labels? You can define the number of lines from here. The first label is printing ABC. How many lines? The second label is printing is BCD. So the number of line, the space between ABC and BCD. What will be the gap? What will be the space between two labels? So I define number of line as 2. So it will print ABC. It will give the space of 2 lines. After giving the space of 2 lines, it will print the second label BCD. Like that, it will be printed. Printing style. In which format printing style you want to print? In the mixed format you want to print, in the courier format you want to print, all around you want to print, or Tohoma you want to print. Nature of format. What will be the nature of format? In the form of email you want to do, SMS you want to do, or print. Usually the nature of format will be print. The save page paper sizes, your A4 size is the continuous roll or envelope in the form of envelope. So I selected A4 page or envelope. If your continuous roll, your sheet is in A4 page, you can select here as A4 page. In the if you select this your sheet roll is in the basis of your envelope, you can select the paper size as envelope here. So these page settings you can done. After the page setting, you can configure it. These are the fields available here. You can select all the item configuration fields you want to configure. Optional field or of item, you can configure it from here. Quantity you want to configure, amount you want to configure, advanced inventory if you want to configure, text, author, item summary, others you want to print you, packaging details, SQL query, blank space, or statistics. So I define it here as load default. So as load default, it will show you bold on. That means the item print name will be printed in form of bold, and MRP will be printed in rupee for add-in. After that, it will print the item MRP, item main unit. So as per I configure as load default, it will print you in the form of as load default. If I configure here as item alias and I save it. Now, after configuring the format, I have to go to print email SMS. After going to print email SMS, I have to go to item label, all items. It will show you the two format here, item or item new. For any of the item, I print the alias now. the alias will be 1, 2, 3 for this item. So when I print the all item, I selected the format from the filtering as item. When I see the item label, I define the item alias as 1, 2, 3. So this is the first item, 10 into 55 stud, nut and sleeve. I define the item alias in the configure of format. While configuring the format, I call the load default format. After defining the load default format, I configured the field of item alias. When I call the item alias, if you have defined in any of the item, you define the item alias. When in one item, I configure the item alias as 1, 2, 3. So you can see it will print the item name in bold format. After that, if you define the MRP, it will print the MRP of your item. After that, if you have any of the opening stock of your item, you can it will print the quantity per set over here. And after that, it will print the item alias. It will print the space of 2 lines. After that, it will show you the second item label over here like this: MRP, your quantity here, your item alias here. This is how you can print the item labels. This is the A4 sheet. If you want to print the in the form of envelope, I have to go to administration, configuration, label printing configuration. I select the format as item, page setting. I select it here as envelope, print utilities, item label, all item preview. If you have your continuous roll, it will print in the basis of your envelope like this. Like this, in the form of envelope, it will print like this. So this is the difference between your envelope and A4 page. The second one is account label. Account label will work also same. For the account label, it will ask you for one account you want to print the account label, for group of accounts, for all accounts or selected accounts. For that, I have to configure the format first. For configuring the format, I have to again go to administration, configuration, label printing configuration, account label. I have to configure add format here. You can define the format name here. If I already created the format here, I can select it from here. If you want to copy to disk, that means if you want to use it in other computer, the same configuration, the same format I want in the other same system. So you can copy the format in your desktop and paste it in your another system in which you want to use this particular format. If you want to copy it from here, for that I have to go to copy to disk, desktop, okay. So it will be printed. So I selected the modify the name new, old here. Now in another system, I want to copy that format from another system in which I want to use this format. For that, I have to go to administration, configuration, label printing configuration. I have selected account label. In account label, I want to configure that format. So I selected copy from disk here, in which place you kept the format. So in desktop, I kept the format. I selected here as desktop only. Okay. Proceeding to restore the format from location desktop. I said okay. So format has been copied successfully from your desktop from one desktop to another desktop. So there's a format name. I rename as new old, and the same format which I copied as new, you can see the format I can be copy from here. You can configure here. It will show you the account print name in bold. address line. If you want to print other details like Alt F4 I press, I print the Aadhaar account number, account Aadhaar number. So in account master, I will Aadhaar number. This is the Aadhaar number. I have to go to print email SMS, account label, all account. I select it here as in which format I configured the format. I have to check for the label printing in C. In new account, I configure the account Aadhaar field. So it will print the account print name first. After that, it will print the account address line. After that, it will print the account Aadhaar number. So let us see the with new format. I selected all account, new, preview. So you can see it will print the for the AMC diesel spares. It will printing the address first. After that, it will printing the Aadhaar number. So I configured the in the left hand side. I have to give the space. That's why it will come in the right hand side. For that, I have to configure the space blank space. I have to configure. That's why it will come under your AMG diesel space. So this is how you can print the account label. Same is the employee label. You can configure the employee label from label printing configuration, employee label, new, configure. You can print the print name of employee, address line. After that, you can create the employee name like ABC. This is your address of your this. You can print the employee label for one employee, group of employee, all employee. You can select the format here. You can preview it. It will show you the employee name, your address of your employee. You can print it, preview it, export it, email it, SMS it, or send the notification of busy BNS. Number of rows to skip. How many number of rows you want to skip? You can define the number of rows you want to skip. I define it as 2 here. So 2 rows will be skipped from here. In the third row, it will print the your content. If I define here as 1, it will skip the first row. In the second, from the second row, it will print the content from here. So number of rows you can skip it from here. The another one is price list, alphabetical and grouped. Price list can be configured. For price list, I have to configure a feature. For that, I have to go to administration, configuration, features and options, inventory. I have to go to item pricing mode in vouchers. I have to click on item pricing list for items. Item pricing, multiple item pricing list for items. After that, in item master, on saving this, I configure the category like this. For A category, the price is this. For B category, 3, 4, like this, and so on. For all item, you can define the over item price list from here. I configure the price list from here. After that, it will show you alphabetical or grouped. After configuring the alphabetical, you can print all item or group of item. I selected all item I want to print. So the sale price you want to print or MRP. If you want to print the sale price, you have to define S over here. If you want to print the MRP, you can define the M here. If you want to print both, means sale price and MRP, both you want to print, you have to define B here. Print 0 sale price or MRP. If the sale price is 0 for particular item, you can enable this option. For which category you want to print the price list. For E category, I defined here for E category, A category, B category, from A to Z, for which particular category, for which alphabet you want to print the price list. So I defined here as E. Print block or deactivated master. If you want to print the block or deactivated master, you can print it from here. Include discount or sale MRP. If you want to include the discount on sale MRP, if you configure any discount, if you want to include that discount also, you can enable this option. After that, format for printing, you can export it, email it, SMS it, or send the notification of busy BNS. So it will print the item like this in alphabetical form. That this is the item name, this is the price list for 5, 20, 30, 12. For other items, I define print zero sale price item also. So it's printing the zero sale price item also here like that. So you can print the alphabetically in the form of, if you want to print on the basis of group, it will print on the filtration of your group wise. So two item groups I configure here. The first item group as ABC, the other item group as general. So two item group I configured here I like this. So it will print on the basis of your group wise, item group wise, it will print the price list. So I selected here as group. For all items you want to print or group of items. So I selected here as all item S, M or B. You can define here. Print header only at one page. If you want to print your header only in the first page, you can enable this option. Print total of group also. If you want to print the total quantity of your group also, you can enable this option. Print zero sale price. I already told the option. Price category you can define here. Print block deactivated account master. Include discount on sale MRP price. After that, I select the format and preview it. So it will coming the group ABC first. For ABC item, it is coming the item details, the ABC group first. This is the item belongs to ABC group, and this is the total of your total quantity of your item group. After that, it is coming the general group. For the general item group, these are the item it belongs, and the total will be 633. Continue to the page number 2nd. So for the page number 7, the total will be 63. So on the basis of group, you can filter the price list. On the basis of your alphabetic, you want to print the price list. On the basis of your item group wise, you want to print the price list. After that, you can print the deposit slip. For deposit slip, I configure the general format here. This is the format. When you save it, if you want to print the deposit slip, voucher wise, these are the vouchers. I take particular on this, and the last voucher is this. I click on OK. Date for particular date of deposit, for which date of deposit I want to print, with account amount. For account amount you want to print, or with bank amount you want to print. If I select account amount, it will show you like this. ABC is the party name is the ABC to the manager of HDFC Bank. The other voucher is Kartikeya Auto Parts. This is the voucher for to the manager HDFC Bank. If I selected with bank amount, so it will print the bank name here, HDFC Bank, and HDFC Bank, it will print on the basis of your bank account name. This is the deposit slip. After that, this is the option of check printing. For check printing, I configure the form. Check here from here, enable the option administration, configuration, features and options, accounts, enable the check printing option here. After that, I configure the check printing from here, configure the format here, configure check, OK. OK, and save it from here. If I want to print the check printing from here, I can print the, select the date range here, select the format here with the account, I press OK key and preview the check here. This is the preview for your check printing. So this is how you can preview it. With on print check on the which style you want to print, with account amount, with voucher amount, with bank amount for individual account. Or I already told you how all the options will work. On the basis of that, you can print the voucher and can preview the check printing. You can do the check printing in bulk. You can select the starting date. You can select the bank name. After selecting the bank name, you can select the starting date, end date, your format name. After that, you can style on which amount you want to print the check, with the account amount you want to print, with the voucher amount you want to print, with bank amount or for individual account you want to print. The last one is RCM Text Invoice. So I pass the consolidate voucher for from transaction, GST miscellaneous utilities, check post consolidate RCM payable. This is the voucher I already passed. This is the RCM exchange voucher which I passed. RCM exchange, for that I passed the consolidate RCM payable entry, IGST input, IGST available, IGST output, RCM available. For this one, I have to print the RCM text invoice. So I selected RCM text invoice. It will ask you for all series you want to print or for main series you want to print the RCM text invoice. Also, I selected voucher series as all. After that, it will show you the starting date and end date. Print compulsory registered dealer invoice also. If you want to print the registered dealer invoice also, you can enable this option. You can select the format and can preview it. When you can preview, it will show you all the details like description of is transport, GST is 18%, the taxable amount, the IGST amount, and what will be the total amount. After that, it will show you the bifurcation of your tax summary, like tax rate, your taxable amount, your IGST amount, and your tax amount. Thank you for your precious time. I hope you all understand today's webinar topic. Please do practice for your better knowledge. For further queries, our helpdesk team is just a call away. Helpline number and email ID is given in screen. Thank you all.